Welcome to Virtual Play live game development streaming. We're a small indie game company in the Netherlands, making a lot of applied games, but also working on our own entertainment games. We have big plans, including a lot of new technologies and very cool new gameplay ideas. For this stream, we'll be showing the entire process of building our new game Hatchball, which is not really technically innovative, but a mashup of pinball and collecting and caring for cute creatures. My name is Stephan, and I've been programming and making games for over 30 years. When I was very young, I already had two big passions, music and computers. So I'm basically a self-taught programmer from a time before the internet and tutorials, and just studied computer science and artificial intelligence years later. Let's get started. Hello, and welcome to the stream. So, today I am going to build a custom editor for the progression system, which is also not really complete yet. I think I'm gonna need quite a bit of time to do this. I'm not really even sure that I'm gonna finish that, but well, I really like I haven't built any custom editors in a long time, so I'm just maybe even gonna need to look up some documentation from Unity, but we'll see where we get. So yeah, let's get into it. I've opened the project. Yes, there it is. And then we've got that as well. Okay, so what did we leave last time? I think we can definitely hide this layout by now. Actually gonna change the color of this. It's a bit bright. I'm gonna change the color of the hold on, the color of the viewport colors. Where is that? Scene background, there it is. So I'm gonna make it a bit darker. Yes, that's nice. And then the grid also needs to be a bit darker. Good. That's liking, yes. All right, so right now I've got this thing up here. All the elements are in there. They all got nice labels, except for a few lost sensors that I'm just going to put in later. I might actually just do that now, but I think I'm going to focus on this system of progression. So what the way I'm going to do it is that there will be objects triggering events, special pinball events with targeted other objects. So that could mean a lot of different things. Just gonna start with the ones I was already working on, and that is the targets. If this drop target group, and I've started this here last time. If that drop target group there is yes, there we go. That's my stream. Nope. That's what I meant. If it this is a new thing. It's on dropped. It actually is part of the on dropped of the drop target group script, and it's just the pinball event. So the thing is, if I create this class pinball event, or I created this class pinball event, any pinball event can be like put into this list. So there's a list of 2 events here right now, but I really don't like the way this is going. And also there's targets, and there's this message doesn't have targets, but it should have a string there. So for each event type, I won't have like specific things that it can show me there. So what I'm gonna do there is, I think it's actually pretty simple kind of editor, which means I'm just gonna make a custom property drawer. The custom property drawer being let's see, here we go. It's a way to draw a property, like property drawer. Already says so. And I didn't do that in a long time, but I'm just gonna try to do it right away without looking at the documentation. That might not be the best way to do it if you are less experienced, but I'm just gonna
I'm just gonna try. Let's see. Also saying hey, welcome. All right, so I've got this pinball event, and now I'm gonna make a pinball event drawer. And I think it's just a script, but it needs to be an editor. So I'm just thinking, yeah, scripts, editor, and then I'll make this script called pinball event drawer. And then I will make this to be the what's it called again? Is it property drawer? Using Unity editor, and then I can say property drawer. No, strange. Custom. Something is going wrong here again. I think I'm gonna reopen this. IntelliSense. Yes, there we go. Custom property drawer. And the property drawing has a type of pinball event. Right, so now this is custom property drawer, and I absolutely don't remember which method to put in there. So I'm just gonna go into the documentation of Unity and just gonna look at custom property drawer. And yes, that's not very useful. All right. Yes. Here we go. Custom property drawer. Create property GUI. That's one way of doing it. It's doing it with the new UI elements way, but I'm also still used to doing it the immediate GUI way. And why not just try the new way? I haven't done that yet, so I'm just gonna, well, bear with me here. I'm just gonna copy the example code to see what they're actually doing there, and just gonna tweak it until I've got my own thing. Oh, hold on, it's not it's a property drawer, it's not a mono behavior. Property drawer, and then I can override that thing. All right, so there's property field here, UI elements. Oh, it's Unity engine UI elements and Unity editor UI elements. Okay. Actually, don't think there's UI elements for in-game, but maybe I'm wrong. So let's see now. I've got the property GUI for a serialized property, and what they do here is create a visual element. That's the core of UI elements. I know that. And then for every property, I can create a field so that okay. For the serialized property, I can say I will get the property. All right. So I'm going to adapt this to the pinball event. For pinball event, say I want to have a message for one thing and sleep outlaying creatures for the other thing. That means that I'm going to have an event type. That's for everything. And then there's these targets and arguments. And actually, I'm not sure if I'm going to use an object. That might actually make sense. Oh, I did that last time. I remember. I can with this method triggered and then objects, I can actually just pass it anything, but I cannot pass it. Or I can actually pass it primitives as well, because I can encapsulate those. So yeah, what I'm going to do is have the event type determine the arguments properties I'm going to draw here. So that's going to be interesting to see if that's actually possible the way I'm thinking about it now. It should be, I think. So is this going to happen every time? No. That's actually interesting. The property drawer, it will be used. Build your custom property drawer, create property GUI. The thing is, it won't be called every time. So if I want to change that based on the interesting. Right, so what I'm going to try to do is see how this works. It's experimenting. So I'm going to have this. I really don't like those vars. I'm going to change that right away. Yes, and it's going to be property field for each one of these. Oh, no. And visual element. Right, that's a lot better. So what I have here is that they have like amounts, units, and name. And then actually what this does, it has a label as well. Okay, what this does is it finds the property in the serialized property. So oh sorry, Pinball Event, there's an event listener, Pinball Event. There is a property needed. I'm actually not sure that I'm gonna grab that with just hold on, where's the class here? Public. They're all public, so they need to be serializable, but I think they don't need to be public. So serialized field is a property in this case, so it's actually the naming is a bit shaky there, I think. I'm gonna look for the property in this Pinball event called event type. That's this one. So event type, and then event type, or just say type field. And this one I'm actually gonna try to store. I'm not sure that it works this way, but I'm just gonna try. So I'm gonna find that thing, and somehow I'm gonna have to know when it changed. That's actually interesting. That I know how that works with immediate mode, because there you just draw every time based on what you're doing. I'm gonna try googling that. Here we go. So let's see. UI elements for property drawer, and then detect changes. Does somebody ever like talk about that? API manual. That's weird. What is that? That's somebody else who copied the whole Unity API thing. Yeah. All right. Somebody had some. Whoa, that's a big picture. What did I do? I got triggers on notify. Notification receiver. What's that? Animated trigger receiver. That's an animation thing. Alright, so there's this fields. Okay, so maybe this, let's look at iNotification receiver. No, that's from playable output. Okay, so that's not actually what I was looking for, I guess. Well, I'm just gonna try it out then. So type field, and then yeah, type field. That's just what I'm doing there, and then there's name, which that's not good. I'm gonna, based on the event type, I'm gonna make a name tag actually. So name field would be a new like string field.